Now, more than 4 million people over the age of 70 hold a driving licence. But as we get older, do we lose the ability to stay safe on the roads?
Yeah, with an ageing population, the number of older drivers is increasing, of course, and many say that more experience on the roads means they can often be safer and more considerate. But age-related conditions can also have an impact.
The charity iHealth UK estimated over 500,000 car journeys were made by drivers over the Maybank holiday whose vision fell below the legal limit. Chloe Oliver reports.
Some hesitancy at a roundabout caused this police officer to pull over the driver and carry out an eyesight test.
If you could just read that number plate on the back of this vehicle for me.
Which one?
This silver vehicle in front of us
silver
here.
one.
Yeah. That's not the correct number plate. If you walk forwards for us, right, the actual registration number, carry on a bit more, isn't that particular one. So that's actually the registration number. Where we are standing at the moment on the tape here, all right, we're just about 4.5 metres off. The legal limit is 20 metres, and that's the minimum that you should be able to read a number plate for. What I've got to say to you at the moment is obviously you do commit an offence.
Under Cassie's law, if the driver can't see the number plate from 20 metres, the officer has fast-track powers. In this instance, he immediately revokes the driver's licence. That's not to say that all older drivers are at risk. Malcolm is one of the 4 million over 70s across the country who holds a full driving licence. He's had his eyes safely on the road for 52 years and loves the independence it gives him and his partner.
Well, I just like to think that if I ever need to go anywhere, which I do on most days, by my choice, the car's there, and that allows me, not having to rely on public transport. I like to think I'm pretty competent driving. If I wasn't, then I wouldn't do it.
And what do you think it would take for you to decide that you don't want to drive anymore?
I think it would just be if I knew myself that I wasn't sort of driving correctly and I was making mistakes, or somebody might have to tell me, but I think you all know if you're doing something wrong.
Driving instructor Kev Field from Leighton Buzzard says it's important for older drivers to keep on top of their health whilst they're behind the wheel.
When we get older, tend to, things that change in the way we change. So what it is just making sure that you are still, like eyesight, is your eyesight changed? So again, it's just like a reminder just to make sure that you are being able to keep yourself safe, but also others on the road safe as well.
The RAC Foundation estimates nearly 200 people over the age of 100 hold a licence. There's no legal age to stop driving, but with reduced eyesight and slower reaction times, if someone becomes a danger to themselves and others, they're firmly encouraged to stop.
Nobody wants to have an accident. But with more things going online, high streets being hollowed out, fewer bank branches and things like that, for lots of people, having a car does make an enormous difference and they would really struggle without.
As a nation, we are getting older, with the onus on each of us to decide when it's time to hang up our keys for good, for everyone's safety. Chloe Oliver, ITV News.
Well, thank you for joining us. It is coming up to 14 minutes past 6. You're watching ITV News here in the Anglia region.